Welcome to another episode of Social Network. My name is Amanda Mkhize. Every week we feature the latest CSI news, game changers, organizations, and people who are changing lives. Let's go straight into this week's headlines. CC Safety Wear partners with local NPO to help keep girls in school. Game-changing women in arts celebrate human rights. Huawei SA partners with the DHA to honor top-performing students. In an effort to celebrate game-changing women in different industries, communities, and activism spaces, Basile Arts and Projects, in collaboration with FutureAzania.org, presents a spirited group exhibition created by 5 renowned women artists that use different mediums to eliminate the rhetoric of women as the game changers they are. The all-black, all-female created exhibition was part of the human rights festivities which were held at the Constitution Hill from the 19th to the 21st of March. Basile Arts and Projects is a platform that promotes arts accessibility by hosting pop-up exhibitions and performances in already existing spaces by operating as a mobile art gallery for creative artists. Local female personal protective equipment manufacturer CC Safety Wear is proud to announce their partnership with Durban-based non-profit organization that works to keep girls and young women in school. This CSI initiative is linked to the launch of CC's boot range, and for every pair of Basi's boots sold, CC Safety Wear will donate 10 Rand to an NPO education program. The program targets girls and women in and out of school in 12 sub-districts across the provinces of KwaZulu-Natal, Eastern Cape, Mpumalanga, Northwest, Free State, Limpopo, Gauteng, and Western Cape. Huawei South Africa has for a second year partnered with the Department of Home Affairs for the launch of its Smart ID and Back to School campaign for matriculants. Huawei will also be donating 20 tablets to 20 performing students. The campaign targets high schools nationally to provide eligible learners in grade 12 with other eligible youth who have turned 16 with smart IDs at no cost. Huawei runs several programs for students studying ICT in South African universities and colleges to give them training and skills that will support South Africa's digital economy ambitions and to give them competitive edge in the job market. Let's take a break. When we come back, we chat to Joanna Mondon, who is the marketing head at Hollard. She tells us more about their CSI initiatives. Hollard is a privately owned insurance group based in South Africa that operates under 2 insurance licenses, short-term and life-term.
Good morning, Joanna. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for your time. So basically last month, we saw the culmination of the 2021 Daredevil campaign. Please tell us more about that and the extent of the run.
Thank you. Yeah. Maybe I can also say thank you to the listeners who took part in the run as well before I jump into it. But we had our Hollard Daredevil run last year in October. And in February this year was our Daredevil checkup, which is where we had our check handover to our beneficiaries. So the beneficiaries from the Hollard Daredevil run are cancer, and the PCF, the Prostate Cancer Foundation. With the 2021 Daredevil run, we managed to raise 400,000 Rand for them, and it goes directly, all of it, to PCF and to cancer to help them with their education around male cancers, which is extremely important to raise awareness levels of that. And we did an online version of the cancer and PCF check handover. Yeah. We were just coming out of our 4th wave, so we did it online with them. We had a little quiz with the 2 beneficiaries and a couple of Speedo-clad men And we just showed some of the memorable moments from the Daredevil run.
Yeah. Interesting. I saw that it also included people from various provinces. So people had the advantage of creating their own small groups to run. How did you manage to execute that in 2021? Because things changed when it came to public events. And it was so successful.
Yes, we had quite an interesting time planning the Daredevil run for 2021. So as you can imagine, with COVID in the mix and all the restrictions and legislation, the levels of lockdown kept on changing as well. So we usually have the event in March, and we were, now I can't even remember which level or which wave it was last year. I think it was our second wave. So we were coming out of that. So it was really hard to plan a physical event in Johannesburg for a Daredevil run. So I'm not joking when I said we had a plan A, we had a plan B,
Wow.
C, D. I'm not sure which plan like how far down it was, but it changed quite a lot.
Yeah.
Eventually we had to push it out to October when we felt it was safest. But still, as a brand, we didn't want to take any chances with bringing risk to any of our runners.
Absolutely.
And especially since we have guys who possibly have had prostate or testicular cancer and could be have lower immunities, and they want to be involved. So there really wasn't, and it really wasn't a question of taking a chance with health. So we decided finally to have a run in almost like a virtual event. So you would get together in little small groups of up to 5 guys in your neighborhood and do the 5-kilometer run in your neighborhood with your friends. So really it was quite an interesting call to action. So it was trying to mobilize guys to get together peers and to run anywhere they want and to share the routes that they wanted to take with us as well. So we actually had guys running in all of our provinces across South Africa. So it was the first time we had a national event, which for us is so important because then it just means that the awareness of male cancers reached so much further as well. And the conversations can take place in a multitude of areas. So I'll give you an idea of some of the places where the guys ran. We had guys running in Skukuza in Kruger National Park, running with the animals. We had a few guys who decided to kite surf in Umdloti in their speedos. We had our parliament speaker running in Cape Town with a bunch of his colleagues.
Yeah.
We had guys running in the forests of Takai. We had people running in Katu in the Kalahari Desert, as well as a few teams in a rural village in Limpopo as well.
I saw King Monada, Limpopo.
You saw
King Monada?
Oh, did you?
Yeah, the artist.
Yes, we had him involved as well. Yeah. So that was great. Yeah. So so you can imagine, rather than just having a centralized Joburg run, to have that reach and exposure and a level of awareness across the country has done wonders for us. And we had all of the different areas recorded as well. So we were filming the guys while they were running and did quick interviews with them to ask them about why they were running.
Yeah, that was brilliant. Well done to you and your team on that, actually.
Thank you, Nurse.
So how was the relationship between cancer and Holland established, and when was it established?
So the run began I think it was 11 years ago. We've had 11 runs so far, and it started off as one ballsy guy running through the streets of Johannesburg in a speedo as part of a dare, but he was also raising money for charities. And from that, we have grown this campaign to being something that focuses specifically on male cancer. So we're looking at prostate and testicular cancer, raising awareness for that, raising the level of education in South Africa, because the chances of curing your male testicular cancers is super high. So if you go for your test, then you're saving lives by doing this. And it was just a natural fit with the brand, because at Hollard we believe in enabling more people to create and secure a better future. So, I mean, this really is a run with a difference that makes a difference. And Hollard is quirky as a brand. It's something that's ballsy, it's different. It challenges the stereotypes about male cancers. It forces men to have the conversation about it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it teaches them how to lower their cancer risk as well as how to catch it early. So I think just as a brand and creating better futures and saving lives, there really was just a nice natural fit and association with this cause.
That's amazing. So how do people get involved if they're interested in running the race?
So we have the Hollard Daredevil Run Facebook page, which has all our details. And we also have a website page, which is daredevilrun.com. But I think it's easiest just to go to the Facebook page and to follow all our updates there. Yeah. We are still in the process of planning our 2022 event. And we will definitely be keeping it national. There's no going back. We have opened that box and we are very excited to keep it national.
Yeah.
And all the updates around when you can register and dates will be available on our Facebook page as soon as we get closer to the time.
Okay, that's amazing. So the country is now open, I think. Well, it is open. So that means we have our events back. But you just mentioned that you're still in the process of planning your 2022. So what can we possibly look forward to from Hollard?
The only thing I can say right now is to watch Facebook page.
Welcome back to Social Network. Every week we feature a game changer who is on a mission to change people's lives. This week's game changer is Josie Hub. We spoke to Sam Manclark, who is the team leader at Josie Hub. Manclark tells us how Josie Hub has been dedicated to creating sustainable change in Africa. Josie Hub is a co-creation space in Johannesburg, dedicated to creating sustainable change in Africa.
Hi, my name is Sam Manclark. I'm the team lead at Josie Hub and the host hub for the AfriLabs capacity building workshop here in Johannesburg. I think first and foremost, it's been great to actually get together. I think you underestimate the serendipitous connections and opportunities that arise when you are in an in-person situation. We obviously took all of the COVID protocols and implemented them, but it was just great to bring all of these incredible hubs together to connect, to really power forward what is happening in entrepreneurship and startups on the continent, because we need to continue to push them forward and we can't let the pandemic hold us back in any way. We need to encourage the innovation through the pandemic that we've seen and help startups and entrepreneurs really grow their businesses into the future. I think we see it time and time again that learning how to learn is the first step and you get much better results, but kind of practical hands-on, here are the contacts, here are the templates, this is what to do in this situation, these are the people to contact, read these books, is just kind of like fast-tracking learning and understanding within everybody that was in the room. So I think certainly all of us are leaving here thinking, how can we pass that onto the organizations that we help and support in our communities. Across the board, there's those similarities, as you say, and then join together to brainstorm and ideate the solutions that we can offer, and also just collaborate on the solutions that we can offer. So I think there's multiple ways that we can start to tackle those challenges collectively on the continent versus in silos and in our respective countries. So, you know, AfriLabs put it out there. They actually, you know, said who would like to host. And, you know, we're great fans of what AfriLabs are doing and the work that they do across many organizations and across the continent. And we just, you know, this is our hometown, and we wanted to be the hub that was there to support them make this workshop happen. And so we put our names forward and we said we'd love to help, and here we are, and it's been great.
Unfortunately, we have come to the end of our show. For more information about these wonderful stories, visit www.socialtv.co.za. From me, Amanda Mkhize, till next time.